likely to be top lane, but...
No, they have the
so it's a support Poppy, okay.
Yeah, support Poppy for TwoSyn.
Now, it could also be a jungle Poppy. Spirit has played it, so it's still going to be a flex
That
pick.
would be a bit of a treat now, wouldn't it?
It's probably going to be support. The one thing it can do is it works really good against the hook shot with the Steadfast Presence, the W from Poppy to deny.
Yeah.
Closing the distance, and Camille has very short range on the Hextech Ultimatum, so that might be an important thing to talk about. So expect it to be the support Poppy. Waiting for the draft here. Full bottom lane is what Jinna locks in, and Tahm Kench is definitely the tier list choice of supports left up.
Do go for the Varus with that Braum banned away. Tahm Kench, the long hover here for Wraith. Might just be the lock-in unless he wants to flip to something a bit more creative. Haven't seen the Leona from this guy in a little while.
They got enough initiation. I think they're fine for him to go disengage. It's going to be on Varus minding duty for most of the team fights. All right, Afrika, how crazy we going? Because Afrika have played jungle Lulu.
Well, I mean, I was going to mention
Spirit has played an insane amount of unique junglers.
The Camille was technically a three-way takeaway since they have played that in the support role. We know that TwoSyn does have that wild side to him, so...
I'm ready for some wild. Show me the wild, Afrika!
I mean, you might be looking at it already. Oh, God, they're just really...
It is going to be Jungle Poppy. So Jungle Poppy is taken here.
All right.
It is a heads-up matchup against the Camille because Camille wants to get in and invade. He does a Kha'Zix impression most of the time, and the Steadfast Presence usually denies the hook shot from being relevant. And remember, hook shot is the first max from the jungle, so it is all about disruption there. Jungle Poppy from our resident mad scientist. Not quite Jungle Lulu, but it's something different for the LCK.
Certainly is, Spirit. Trying things out here. Jungle Poppy into the Camille from Umti. Umti had a fantastic game number 1 with the Skarner. Constantly isolating people, but as you say, Poppy does have that counter ability to stop the hook shot from coming through. Let's see how this is going to go. I mean, not sure how much Spirit's been practicing this one. Armfest around the back.
You're just lucky that the Xayah ban came in, because if it hadn't, and we had a Rakan in this game, we would have had the Hero's entrance, the Heroic Charge. Oh, we should talk about this.
Got an hour there from Wraith, spits him back
I
out.
just died.
TwoSyn's going to go low, and he is going to die. First blood going over to the top Kench. Talking about a farm fest, but Wraith, he got hungry. And he snatched him up for dinner.
Man, these aggressive Tahm Kenches. The attempt was there from TwoSyn on Tahm Kench game 1, but Camille's here now. They're looking for double.
Yeah, the members of Jin Air, they're going to push forward, just flash straight in for the ultimatum. Hero's entrance comes down, and TwoSyn, you have been chosen. You're the one getting picked on in this game. It would seem 2-0 already for Jin Air as they find themselves a 1,200 gold lead, looking for more as first brick is in their sights.
Yeah, Poppy's trying to take a camp on the top side to answer with some sort of an objective, but TwoSyn with flash up, flash down. If you take a flash ultimatum with a Galio on your side, you will die.
Even then, it's just going to be a trade at the blue buffs because Umti is right there ready to take away the other one.
Trade for now, not going to be going to both mid laners, but we'll wait to confirm any details there. Spirit's making a visit topside, looking for a dive himself.
Yeah, stun into the wall, looking for Sohan. Will pin him with a heroic charge. He gets popped up, but Sohan's still alive, and they have to retreat as the turret shots come through. He'll get a bunch of HP back off the Hemo Plague, and all of it goes awry. Flash now down on the Poppy, and Sohan goes man mode! Jumps right in, and decimates Keen. No time for him to react. Had the flash, but just didn't even know he had to use it. Ezreal, that's the chain of corruption coming down. He's already down to half HP. Ultimatum to seal the deal. And Jin Air are playing this map beautifully as they add a 4th kill onto the board.
I just love how much wind is in there.
Wraith pop the shield, will keep himself alive. In the meantime, Afrika pick up Notion Drake down on the bottom side of the map. As this turret keeps getting sieged up, but Jin Air have not been able to break it yet. Umti getting spotted, chases in, looking for TwoSyn, will lock him down, goes in with the ultimatum, follows over the wall, has to get out of there. Now Hero's entrance will get the pop-up onto Spirit. He gets the stun in onto the Galio, but he'll pay for that one with his life. True Shot Barrage getting a smattering of damage across. Coupled with the big rocket there, does chunk Umti out quite a bit, but they can just go ahead and throw down this Rift Herald perhaps if they want to try to shatter that turret.
Yeah, Keeper's Verdict was actually used to... Wherever Umti goes, Jin Air is sure to follow. Galio doesn't even need to be in the conga line here, looking for death on whoever they find.
Might be looking for Kuro here. Does have the flash. It's going to be the jump over the wall. Ultimatum comes through. Kuro going to get locked in, but can they finish him off? Petty goes forward. Will get the trade back there onto the Camille. They still do take him down as Wraith finds the kill. Call Forge Gut gets a pop up there onto the Varus. TP coming in from behind, and Jin Air. This could be troublesome for them. Perhaps a turnaround for the Afrika Freaks as they have 1 kill on the board. Grace comes in from the sideline, spots out Keen, waiting, has that hero's entrance ready to go, but decides that he's allowed.
His bod was doing its job, but had that change. Here comes So-On at the same time as Umti.
Ultimate him locking down there onto Spirit. Hero's entrance comes through, and the Poppy just gets ripped apart. That was the invitation that Jin Air was looking for. They'll turn back over onto the Baron, and True Shot Barrage, don't think it's going to be back up in time to try to go for the steal.
They have damage, but no way to steal the Baron like you mentioned. What are they going to do here? Giving it up is probably smart, but does it also cement the loss here for Afrika?
Have to be a massive rocket there by Kuro, but he's just now TPing back in to try to find the fight. So-On throws down the Hemo Plate, catches multiple members, and Kuro arrives with the package ready to go. Big knock up there onto Keen. He has to jump away, burning down, almost dies. Manages to stay alive and get the transformation for a little bit of added aid.
Against all of the early power spike.
Oh dear.
There's not a lot of battling happening here.
That's a bit aggressive there, but the Abyssal Voyage is coming through to help try to bail him out. Call the Forge God comes down, gets the pop-up, and now Wraith with the Devourer has to flash away to try to keep everybody alive. True Shot Barrage comes in.
Race to the back line.
Does not find Umti or Teddy. Now they're turning the fight around Keen. Gonna be the first one that gets popped straight into Tucson. The tanky members of the Afrika Freaks have been deleted. Spirit barely exiting with his life. Same for Kramer. As that massive pop comes out from So-On, and Jin Air will just go ahead and storm down this top lane.
You can make some mistakes about time of initiation when you have so much secondary, tertiary initiation, and damage on the backline with the synergistic builds. It doesn't matter, Achilles. They're able to make small mistakes. They are so far ahead, and the items aren't there. Kramer doesn't have 3.
Turret taken down. Inhibitor dead in the top lane. Jin Air with complete control.
Oh,
you know, I said a bit of a miracle. There you go. The caster blessing comes through for Kramer as he finishes off Umti. Here So-On, but still is going to get finished on. Drops down the Hemo Plate, looking for the kill then. They're on to Kramer. Goes into the pool. Kramer going to get popped. He goes golden as soon as he comes out, but yeah, he is completely surrounded and he will die. In the meantime, Jin Air go ahead and knock down that final tier 2 turret, and they're looking for another inhib turret as they push in. Umti's got the Triforce. They have the Varus. They rip this thing apart. As the recalls come through, Afrika now trying to answer, but it's too little too late. Inhibitor has already disappeared.
Yeah, Baron buff and a damaged jungler means goodbye to any sort of structures, so a kill.
Oh, Forge God going to come through, Devours there. Wraith going to get popped up. Umti poking him from the side. They will spit out Teddy. Throws down that. Chain of Corruption immediately, and the hero's entrance will come in to help try to keep him alive. True Shot Barrage gets a bit of damage in across. They jump in. They absolutely annihilate Kuro. Stun into the wall, however, does trade one back as Umti dies, but it's still very heavily Jin Air coming out on top. Hemo Plague to get dropped in as So-On chases him down the lane. A ton of damage chunking off there onto Kramer as he and Keen desperately try to make it back to the fountain. They will be able to do so, but Jin Air is looking to put the final nail in the coffin.
I'll actually teleporting onto Mix. They want to bring a second minion wave in. You're right, Achilles. They want to end it now. Only Kramer and Keen there for wave clear, and this could be the 2-0 no one saw coming.
30 seconds left there on to Kuro. A big part of their wave clear with that Corki. They are in, they're looking for Keen. He jumps away, knocked down to about half HP, looking for the transformation, but still doesn't even have the Gnar ultimate as that first Nexus turret falls. So-On, forcing back Kramer with the pool, just threatening him constantly. Keen will get the transformation, but he'll just die immediately after as Teddy puts another kill onto the board. 4-0 and 8, I do believe, as the Nexus gets exposed. Grace goes golden, will stay alive, gets the taunt in, and the Nexus will die, and Jin Air Green Wings against the run of play absolutely crush the Afrika Freaks here in game number 2. They close it out, and they turn around their bad luck streak.
And I hope the interviewers ask, how was your holiday? Because we saw the results of their break, the results of the time away from the Rift, the time away from the OGN and Gangnam Stadium. They have put together some new stuff. They've also worked on their objective game. The Grace Talia in game 1 really allowed so many free turrets, and in game 2, and honestly, both games, clinical play around the Baron cemented what has been a lot of good starts for Jin Air in the past. This is the reward for their good play. A very clean 2-0. And sadly for the Afrika Freaks, they now have to really come under the microscope because they will face King's Own Dragon X in what was supposed to be a 12